I've been homeless. I wanted to give my life up. I have had everything thrown at me, but I rose above it because I know who I am inside. The question is, do you know who you are inside?
The challenge for many of us is that we got to see past our present pain and into the fruitfulness of the future.
Life is not easy. It is not. Don't try to make it that way. Life's not fair. It never was. It isn't now, and it won't ever be. Do not fall into the trap of feeling like you're a victim.
This life is short. You know, if you get into something, get into it. And if you're not into it, don't be into it. A lot of people have a hard time defining themselves. They define themselves by failure because they failed. You're not your failures. You're you.
You would not settle if you could see what was on the other side of hanging in there.
If you came from a place where you had nothing, that's everything that you need.
You don't gain confidence by going to a spot that makes you feel good.
When the alarm clock goes off in the morning, get up. Don't wait, don't hesitate, get up.
And you realize through hard work, you can outwork anybody, no matter how badass they are.
A real man in the dark, when nobody's watching, he putting in work. A real man, when coach ain't even watching, he's studying film on his own, because he loves the process.
You have to be willing to outwork everybody in the world.
I became obsessed with being the baddest motherfucker that God ever created. Am I that? I don't care. I believe it.
Obsession is going to be talent every time. You got all the talent in the world, but are you obsessed? Is it all you ever think about? Let's face it, it's you against you out there.
He said, before you even become number one, start to proclaim it and say it long before it happened.
The journey getting there was harder than going through it.
You got to be the hardest workers in the room. Don't fuck the opportunity up.
One of the most important lessons in life that you should know is to remember to have an attitude, gratitude, humility. Understand where the gift comes from. It's not mine, it's been given to me. Use what I have, use what you have to help others. You know, on your last day, you can't take it with you.
Your life has value, your words carry weight, and when you allow your actions to follow your words, you change things around you. This is who you are. This is the very fiber of the person that I'm talking to in this room.
Believe in everything that you are and understand that within you, there's something greater than any obstacle you'll ever face. Have faith in your abilities, work hard, never give up, and there's nothing you can't accomplish.
A person's character is not judged when they ride the wave of success, when everyone chants their name and you want to be their friend. No, your character is put to the test when your back is against the wall.
It's about putting it on the line. It's about pushing yourself and giving it 110% of everything you got.
You simply have to give it everything you have to get it. You need to shut down all negativity.
You will follow me and you will write your word. You don't want this enough. My life on the line. You hear me? Get your life on the line today. Everything on the line.
When your why for overcoming is greater than the obstacle ceases to exist. Today is the day. It's time for you to awaken the champion within you. Now, Wayne Dyer said, there's no scarcity of opportunity to make a living at what you love. There's only a scarcity of resolve to make it happen. Now, how bad do you want it? Now, the obstacle you're facing, how bad do you want it? Ignite the explosion of change. And you are only one decision away from changing your whole life. My words are about to water the seeds of greatness that God planted in you a long time ago. I speak to the warrior in you, to the leader in you, to the champion in you. Every challenge, trial, and tribulation you face is a future testimony. Your victory could be somebody else's inspiration. Never, ever give up. I hear the sound of a comeback. Failure is not an option. Refuse to concede. Opportunity will always find the person who refuses to quit.
Life is so short.
So it drives me nuts when people say we don't have the time. We have 24 hours a day.
You're either going to get healthier and wealthier, or you're going to go bust. Your choice.
Brace yourself, steady your nerves, put your head down, and tackle whatever you face head on.
I need you to believe in every possibility that you have and understand that it is not over for you.
Let your work get your opportunity. Let your work get your praise. Let your work open up doors. Let your work get people paying attention. Let your work get the whole world to notice. Stop thinking. Stop procrastinating. And you got to work. Goliath! There will be many giants in your life. Whatever goal you have, get up and run after it.
It is time for you to show up. It is time for you to show out. And there will be obstacles that you must face. And for each obstacle, it will represent something about you. Your greatest victories, your greatest failures. But nevertheless, you must rise above it. And you must conquer every obstacle that comes your way. Are you strong enough? Are you willing enough? Do you have what it takes to do what's necessary to adapt and overcome? But the time has come for you to succeed, for you to believe, for you to stand tall, for you to understand that you got a mission. And your mission is not done yet.
Live your life like you're the hero in your movie. And right now, pretend you're in the part of the movie that starts and it shows you as a loser.
If I got to fight to get you in the gym, that's a problem.
The idea isn't going to execute itself. And the book isn't going to write itself. And the weights out in the gym, they're not going to move themselves. You have to do it, and you have to do it now.
But there's a motherfucker out there who wants what you have, who wants the position you are, who wants the job you have, who wants the wife that you have, or the husband. There's someone out there hungry and wants everything you can have.
I believe in myself every day. I know I make mistakes. I know I'm not perfect, but I am not lazy. You can keep sleeping. I'm gonna keep working.
They say things like, I'll start Monday. They have a loser mentality through and through. And until they recognize that the problem is them, they'll never improve.
You will be tested. And how you face that test and how you overcome that test determines the rest of your life.
You got to have something that is inside you, something that fires you up, something that drives you, something that gives you more power than you've ever had in your life.
Success is a journey. What is most important, that one simply does their absolute best and remains persistent.
We learn little from victory, much more from defeat. Stay focused. Even if you fall 1,000 times, you just keep getting up and trying again and again. Every day is a new opportunity to reach that goal, to reach that dream.
Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of yourself and of what you are aiming to achieve.
Whatever it takes, keep pushing forward. Don't you give up on your life. Don't you give up on those reps. Don't you give up on giving it what it takes to get the most of yourself.
You know, Denzel Washington talks about consistency, the importance of consistency. You got to put in the work, you got to go for it. But you have to have consistency. Because without consistency and putting in the work, the dream is nothing but a dream.
Right. Why is the truth so important? You have to have the truth to have a starting point. And your true self is found in that very uncomfortable zone. We all look for toughness. We all want it, but we look for it in a comfortable environment. You will not find toughness in a comfortable environment. Those of you who are listening to this, you will not find it. The only way you find it is to drown yourself in a position where you're just out of sorts, where you can't swim and you're drowning. Where you're drowning. When you say, you know what, man? Dad,